Volunteers are putting a fresh coat of paint on the tiny homes built to house the homeless near Del Paso Heights.
For us, this is meeting an immediate need in a time where we have an enormous problem and we need to get people under roofs fast.
These tiny homes are $7,500 to make, and so far they're being built using only private donations.
E49 is a nonprofit that I started 8 years ago. It stands for Ecclesiastes 4:9, where two are better than one, and it's the concept of working together and being collaborative. Specifically, we exist to unite churches around long-term strategies to different social issues like homelessness, sex trafficking, refugees, at-risk youth. We realized that the way that we were going to affect change and transformation in people long-term was to make sure that we provided housing, community, and employment, and that the three of those together were interdependent.
Compassion Village is a tiny home project here in Sacramento. We just started this project a couple months ago. We have 4 houses on site now. We're going to be having our second location that's opening in probably just a few months. We are working with churches, and we are asking churches to fund our project. They're funding each individual house, and then the church will build that house, and then they'll send it back to us, and then we will house the homeless people here.
Our first 2 churches committed to houses literally within a week. We didn't even have plans or anything yet, so April 30th, the first church started building, and from there, September 1, we put the first residents on site with the first 5 houses, and now we have 13 additional houses in process. We ask churches to raise $7,500. Once they raise that money, we then have pre-negotiated all of the lumber and the trailer and everything that they need. So we give them all the supplies to be able to build a house. We use underutilized church properties, and we take those properties, we turn a portion of the property into a resource center where there's community living, community kitchen, laundry, bathroom, showers, etc. And then each one gets 20 tiny homes on the back.
So this site is going to be used as the model site. And what that means is that we're going to be getting this whole place done, landscaping the whole place, getting all the homes here. And the idea of it is just so that people can come here and get a feel of what we're doing. And then in turn, we'll start campaigning a lot more and then raising more money to open up our other villages across Sacramento. So in the future, what it's going to look like is we want up to 15 villages all throughout Sacramento in different areas. And they're going to be about this size. You know, there's going to be about 20 homes on each one.
The second site is in South Sacramento and is confirmed. I won't say the name because we haven't publicized it yet, but we do have a confirmed site in South Sac. They'll focus on women and children. We've met with almost every single city council person, and we have also met with the mayor. We are really utilizing, like I said, the building standard and the zoning standard to be able to do what we're doing, and so we don't really require a city approval for what we're doing. They've completely endorsed what we're doing. Angelique Ashby has been great, has really been out at the site. She's met most of the residents, all of the residents I think now. So they've been very, very supportive. Compassion Village is 100% volunteer-based, including myself. So we think it is a community issue. It's not just a government issue, a city or a county, or even just a church issue. So we really want to get the community involved in this. That's why we made it a tangible thing.
Some of the basic stuff is like giving people tours, making sure there's no major problems, organizing events. It's really just being here and making sure that everything's running smoothly.
We've gotten tons of media attention around it, but I think it's because people understand it needs to happen. We would love to collaborate with and partner with organizations, social service organizations that are already receiving housing funds. At the moment, that is not where we've received all of our referrals. We've gotten those referrals mostly from the community. We have a referral form on our site. It's a low barrier entry, which means we want to allow pretty much anyone to come in if we can. We do have 5 men on site now and 4 veterans, so obviously it makes sense to keep bringing community around that.
Before we actually had this location open, we had our barbecue fundraiser, which we had a whole barbecue outside right out here. We had volleyball, we had I think we had 150 guests or so. Since then, we've been having different events just all over the city. We've been going to a bunch of different churches and whatnot, and just kind of showing off our tiny houses and then getting people excited about them, raising money wherever we can.
If it's a volunteer thing, if it's a donate thing, or if you want to refer a potential resident, all that happens on the website.
People can support in tons of ways. Most importantly, money. So we're all volunteer donation based, so money is literally the most important thing. Besides that, we need people just to do volunteer work.
We continue to get calls from other cities and counties. So we believe, we designed this as a product that can be scaled and replicated. So we believe we'll just keep going. 15 here, but we'll go to other cities and share and replicate as much as God wants us to.